My name is Divyasri. My metric number is 23dbt19F1065. Biopiracy of natural products and good bioprospecting practice. First of all, the fruit contains unusually high contents of vitamin C and has been used as bush food by the Australian Aboriginal people during a long hunting trips. American cosmetic company is seeking for a patent. These changes are bleak to the Aborigines will participate on the revenues generated out of the commercialization of products that made from kakadu plum. Opponents argue that the patent does not report on innovative and invention because due to the long history of traditional use. It remains to be seen whether Aboriginal communities will be able to provide the evidence by proving their knowledge of the medical use of the kakadu plum. In these cases of Aboriginal communities, this is especially complicated because the indigenous communities in Australia as well as New Zealand has been traditionally oral culture where the knowledge has been handed down from generating to the another generation. Unlikely in India, there may thus be a fewer written documents that recording Aboriginal medical knowledge of the natural plants. The 2001 Doha Declaration has a further broadened this discussion. It means the World Trade Organization 2015. It states that the TRIPS Council should also look at the relationship between the TRIPS Agreement and the UN Convention of Biological Diversity concerning the protection of the traditional knowledge and the fault draw.
Assalamualaikum. My name is Nur Karim Zainal and I'm from dbt3b. My matrix number is 23dbt19F1045. So, this is what we got issue from our channel. So, the first point is in Australia, there is still ongoing controversy on the kakadu plum. So, the Aborigines will participate on the revenues generated out of the commercialization of product made from kakadu plum. So, the second issue is the kakadu plum contains unusually high content of vitamin C and has been used as bush food by the Australian Aboriginal people during long hunting trips. So the third is in the case of Aboriginal communities. This is especially complicated because indigenous communities in Australia as well as New Zealand have been traditionally oral cultures where knowledge has been handed down from generation to generation. So the last one is American cosmetic company is seeking for passion. So the next is bioprospecting technologies. So the first point, bioprospecting technologies. Bioprospecting has yielded multiple drugs approved by the FDA. So to treat various forms of cancer, including vincristine and vinblastine, isolated from the Madagascar periwinkle, catar, ca, Cataranthus roses. Cataranthus roses. So, vincristine and vinblastine are drugs of choice for the treatment of pediatric leukemia. That's all. A drug marked by Bristol Myers Squibb is used to treat ovarian and breast cancer. That's all was isolated from the Pacific yew tree, which is Taxus brevifolia. during a systematic search by the National Cancer Institute. Currently, Lars Bolin at Uppsala University and Samantha Gerlach at Tulane University are studying cyclotide, small cyclic peptide from the vio, violesis and rubiaceae as new category of biodiversity derived anti-cancer compound. So the second point is um, single or successive fronts of random mutagenes using methods such as prime PCR or DNA shuffling, followed by selection of improve, improvement in desired trait, such as catalytic activity, thermostability, or pH tolerance is becoming a commonly employed tool for optimizing an enzyme characteristic. So this process, known as directed evolution, is not new but allows research a route forward in the absence of knowledge regarding the feature underpinning this trait. So the third bioprospecting technology is bio. Bioprospecting has relied heavily on the knowledge the local healer of the unique properties of various organisms, particularly herbs in their medicine chest. There are numerous examples, such as first turmeric passion. Turmeric is a spice with numerous medicinal properties, popular in India and Southeast Asian countries. It forms an important part of traditional medicine in India and is part of every household medicinal chest used for curing a variety of ailments. So the second is neem passion, and the last one is hodia. So hodia is a cactus.
Biopiracy will also bring positive and negative impact to us and the environment. For example, biopiracy is used to ensure the monopoly rights of one country by individuals, institutions, or companies of other countries that ultimately leads to the denial of the right of the country of origin. Biopiracy can also ensure your rights of an product or an invention from facing copyright problems. While the negative impact of biopiracy is it will cause depletion of biodiversity and damage the living organism and its habitat. Biopiracy is also one of the most critical elements of human survival, for example, our food, water, and healthcare needs. To tackle the negative impacts of our bioprospecting technologies, every society must take actions to solve this problem. For example, member states from WHO needs to strengthen their capacity to play a leading part in the negotiation for the rights of biodiversity of human and all of the living organisms. Also, the inventions may be excluded from patentability, where the prevention of its commercial exploitation and to avoid the monopolistic market of the invention. Next, plants and animals other than microorganisms may be excluded from patentability because they have their own rights and they may facing extinct if it was been patented. This is also applies to essential biological processes which are used for the production of plants or animals because this may endangering them. Thank you.
Conclusion. The first point is biopiracy fosters the fair utilization of the natural resources. This utilization of nature resources, it may contribute towards the prevention of biopiracy and also foster the fair utilization of the natural resources. The second one is interest of indigenous people. This biopiracy of natural products and bioprospecting interest of indigenous people, especially the people from the developing countries. Indigenous people, it means orang asli. The third one is some explanatory cases of biopiracy and bioprospecting. These are as excellent forms of utilization of the natural resources. Moreover, there is a difference between bioprospecting and biopiracy. This difference is on impact biodiversity and local economies is as the same as outright piracy. The last one is biopiracy optimizes the arbitrary distinction between the material and immaterial resources. This difference is that which is between the substance and also the knowledge. That's all.